Our planet, a sphere of vibrant life suspended in the vast, silent expanse of space, is a stage for countless dramas. Every single day, stories of survival, ingenuity, and extraordinary behavior unfold, often far from human eyes. From the frozen wastes of the Antarctic to the dense, humid jungles of the tropics, life persists in its most raw and powerful forms. These are not scripted narratives, but real-life struggles and triumphs, played out by a cast of creatures both great and small, each fighting for their place in the intricate web of existence. I've had the immense privilege of witnessing some of these moments firsthand, and they have shaped my understanding of the world in profound ways. They remind us that nature is not merely a beautiful backdrop for our own lives, but a dynamic, often brutal, and endlessly fascinating realm of its own. The sheer will to survive, the surprising intelligence, the unexpected tenderness. These are the themes that resonate through the animal kingdom. They are tales of life and death, of cunning and chance, of family and rivalry. Today, we journey together to revisit 10 of the most epic of these natural history moments ever captured. These are the scenes that have left audiences breathless, the stories that reveal the true, untamed spirit of the wild. They are a testament to the resilience of life and the incredible, often unbelievable events that shape the natural world. Prepare to be astonished, moved, and perhaps even to see our planet and its inhabitants in a completely new light. The Antarctic, a vast, windswept wilderness of ice and snow seemingly hostile to all life. Yet even here, a new generation takes its first, tentative steps. These are emperor penguin chicks, fluffy and vulnerable, huddled together for warmth against the biting cold. Their parents are away at sea, fishing in the frigid waters, leaving the colony under the watch of just a few adults. It is a time of immense vulnerability, a window of opportunity that predators are quick to exploit, and from the sky, a shadow descends. A giant petrel, a formidable scavenger with a sharp, powerful beak, has spotted the nursery. The petrel lands with an unnerving confidence, its dark eyes fixed on the defenseless chicks. It singles one out, a small, isolated individual, and begins its menacing approach. Panic ripples through the fluffy crowd. The chicks, with no parent to shield them, are overcome with fear. They scatter, but their escape is clumsy and slow. The predator closes in, its intentions clear and deadly. It seems there is no hope. But then something remarkable happens. The chicks, driven by an instinct far older than their own short lives, stop running. They turn to face their aggressor, forming a tight defensive circle. It is a brave, but perhaps futile, last stand. Just as the petrel prepares to strike, a new player enters the scene, an Adelie penguin, smaller than the emperors, but possessing a spirit of pure defiance. It charges towards the giant bird, a black and white missile of fury, squawking and flapping its flippers with righteous indignation. The petrel, a bird that can intimidate creatures many times its size, is taken entirely by surprise. It hesitates, confronted by this unexpected and fearless rescuer. The Adelie's courage has bought the chicks precious seconds, a moment of respite in a drama of life and death on the ice. The Antarctic Peninsula, a world of fractured ice and deep turquoise channels. For a Gentoo penguin, this is home. But the water, the very source of its sustenance, also conceals its most feared adversary. Having successfully navigated the perilous journey to the sea to find food, this small penguin must now return to its colony on land. It seems a simple task, but as it launches itself from the water, it becomes terrifyingly clear that it is not alone. A colossal shadow detaches itself from the depths. A leopard seal, the apex predator of these waters, has been waiting. The chase is immediate and explosive. The seal, a creature of immense power and surprising agility, is built for this. It is 3 meters of streamlined muscle, its massive jaws filled with formidable teeth. The penguin is a fraction of its size, its only advantages being its nimbleness and its desperate will to live. It skitters across the ice floes, its small legs working furiously, trying to gain purchase on the slippery surface. The seal surges from the water, its head lunging, its jaws snapping shut just centimeters behind the penguin's tail feathers. Each leap the penguin makes is a gamble, a frantic bid for life. The penguin zigzags, using every crack and crevice in the ice as a potential escape route. It flings itself across gaps, a blur of black and white against the stark blue of the ice. The seal mirrors its every move, sometimes sliding across the ice on its belly, sometimes diving and re-emerging with terrifying speed from an unexpected direction. The penguin seems to be tiring, its frantic dash becoming more desperate. It appears the seal's superior size and power will inevitably win out. This is the raw, unforgiving nature of the predator-prey relationship, a life-or-death ballet on a stage of floating ice. Vienna, a city renowned for its imperial palaces and classical music. But in the quiet corners of its central cemetery, a very different kind of drama unfolds after dark. This is the unlikely domain of the European hamster. Far from the tiny pets we might imagine, these are robust, wild rodents, and they are masters of opportunism. For this particular hamster, the graveyard is not a place of somber reflection, but a veritable banquet hall. The offerings left by mourners, flowers, seeds, and grains are a treasure trove of calories, essential for surviving the coming winter. With darkness as its cloak, the hamster emerges from its burrow. Its mission is simple, to gather as much food as physically possible. And its key adaptation for this task is its remarkable cheek pouches. These are not just for carrying a few extra seeds, they are astonishingly expandable storage sacks. We watch as it meticulously gathers poppy heads, stuffing them one by one into its ever-expanding cheeks. It moves with a determined efficiency, its nose twitching, constantly assessing the next prize. Its face contorts into comical shapes as the pouches swell to an almost unbelievable size, a testament to its voracious appetite for survival. But this hamster's resourcefulness knows no bounds. It is not just the edible offerings that catch its eye. It discovers the wax remnants of memorial candles left at the foot of a gravestone. In a surprising display of ingenuity, it gnaws off chunks of wax and stuffs these into its pouches as well, alongside the seeds. Perhaps it provides energy, or perhaps it is simply too good an opportunity to pass up. Finally, its cheeks packed to their absolute limit, it makes a comical, waddling retreat to its burrow, a furry little thief disappearing into the night, its subterranean larder now significantly fuller thanks to its graveyard feast. Deep within the cool, temperate rainforests of Australia lives a feathered artist, a virtuoso of sound. This is the superb lyrebird. On the surface, it is a rather unassuming ground-dwelling bird, known for the male's magnificent lyre-shaped tail feathers, which he fans in a spectacular display. But its true marvel lies not in its appearance, but in its voice. The lyrebird possesses one of the most complex and sophisticated syrinxes, the avian voice box, in the entire bird kingdom. This allows it to produce a staggering array of sounds, and its specialty is mimicry. The male lyrebird's song is a rich and intricate composition, a symphony woven from the sounds of his forest home. He meticulously learns and rehearses the calls of other bird species, flawlessly recreating the laughing kookaburra's cackle one moment and the melodic warble of a pied currawong the next. He can string together the songs of 20 or more different species into a continuous, seamless performance. This incredible vocal repertoire is not for mere entertainment. It is a crucial part of his courtship display, a way to demonstrate his skill and fitness to potential mates. The more complex and varied his song, the more impressive he is. But what is truly astonishing, and what sets the lyrebird apart, is its ability to imitate sounds from beyond the natural world. As human activity encroaches on its habitat, the lyrebird has incorporated our noises into its vocabulary. We have recorded lyrebirds perfectly mimicking the click and whir of a camera shutter, the piercing shriek of a car alarm, and, most remarkably of all, the grating, mechanical roar of a chainsaw. To hear these artificial sounds emanating so perfectly from the throat of a bird is a surreal and powerful reminder of nature's astonishing ability to adapt and of our own pervasive impact on the planet. On a remote tropical coastline, a peculiar gathering is taking place. Dozens, sometimes hundreds, of hermit crabs are emerging from the undergrowth and congregating on the sand. They are here for a very specific purpose, one that is vital to their survival. A hermit crab, you see, does not grow its own shell. It lives in a scavenged mollusk shell, a mobile home that protects its soft, vulnerable abdomen. But as the crab grows, its home becomes too small. It needs to upgrade, but finding a new shell of the perfect size is a matter of pure chance and a source of constant, life-threatening anxiety. To solve this housing crisis, these crabs have evolved a truly remarkable cooperative behavior. They form a queue, arranging themselves in an orderly line from the largest crab down to the smallest. It is a spectacle of social organization. The crab at the front of the line is positioned before a large, empty shell that it desires, one that is too big for any of the others. The whole congregation waits, a palpable tension in the air. They are all hoping for a chain reaction that will benefit everyone. This is not a chaotic scramble, but a carefully orchestrated, synchronized event. Then the moment arrives. The largest crab makes its move, cautiously abandoning its old shell and quickly slipping into the new, larger one. This sets off an incredible domino effect. The second crab in line immediately scurries forward to claim the first crab's now vacant shell. The third crab then takes the second's, the fourth takes the third's, and so on, all the way down the line. In a flurry of movement, each crab gets a brand new, slightly larger home. It is a perfect, elegant solution to a universal problem, a breathtaking example of spontaneous order and cooperation in the animal kingdom. In the dense undergrowth of the jungle floor, life is a constant battle, especially for the very young. Here, a juvenile praying mantis, barely a few centimeters long, is exploring its world. At this stage in its life, it is both a hunter of smaller insects and, more often, the hunted. Its delicate frame and lack of experience make it an easy target for a vast number of predators. And today, it has caught the attention of one of the most formidable hunters of the miniature world, a jumping spider. The spider, with its 8 large, forward-facing eyes, has a superb vision and a powerful, athletic leap. The spider stalks the young mantis with lethal precision. It moves in short, calculated bursts, closing the distance while the mantis remains unaware. The mantis is hopelessly outmatched. The spider is faster, stronger, and a seasoned killer. The spider prepares for its final, deadly pounce. It seems the mantis's short life is about to come to an abrupt and violent end. But just as the spider launches itself through the air, the mantis reacts in a most unexpected way. It has one last trick, a desperate bluff born of pure instinct. Instead of trying to flee, the mantis rears up on its hind legs, spreading its tiny forelimbs wide. It puffs itself up, creating the illusion of being much larger and more threatening than it actually is. It sways from side to side, a posture of pure defiance. It is a classic diamatic display, a startled tactic designed to intimidate an attacker. For a split second, the jumping spider is thrown off. Its predatory calculus is interrupted by this bizarre confrontational dance. This tiny moment of hesitation is all the mantis needs. It is a masterful performance, a kung fu pose that buys it a precious chance to escape, proving that in the world of survival, attitude can sometimes be everything. On the sheer cliffs of a remote island, a bustling metropolis of seabirds clings to the rock face. Tens of thousands of guillemots and kittiwakes have gathered here to breed, their calls creating a deafening chorus. The air is thick with the flurry of wings as parents come and go, delivering fish to their hungry chicks. This dense concentration of life creates a scene of vibrant, chaotic energy, but it also acts as a powerful lure. For where there is such abundance, predators are never far away, and from the skies above, a silent hunter is watching. A white-tailed eagle, a magnificent raptor with a wingspan of over 2 meters, circles high above the colony. It is a master of the air, and this cliff face is its larder. It begins a slow, deliberate descent, its keen eyes scanning the chaos for a moment of opportunity. The birds on the cliff grow agitated. A wave of alarm calls ripples through the colony as the eagle's shadow passes over them. They know the danger this avian giant represents. The eagle is not just passing by, it is on a hunting run, and its presence spells doom. Suddenly, the eagle folds its wings and dives. It plunges towards the cliff face like a feathered missile, transforming the chaotic din into sheer pandemonium. Thousands of birds take to the air in a panicked, swirling vortex of feathers. This is precisely the confusion the eagle intended to create. In the midst of this mayhem, it singles out its target, a kittiwake. With breathtaking precision, the eagle adjusts its trajectory, extends its powerful yellow talons, and snatches the unfortunate bird right out of the air. The raid is over in seconds. The eagle banks away, its prize held firm, leaving the screaming, terrified colony in its wake. To truly understand the intricate social lives of animals, we sometimes need to get closer than is humanly possible. And so, an ingenious tool was created, a lifelike animatronic spy camera, disguised as one of the animals themselves. In this case, a spy monkey designed to infiltrate a troop of langurs in India. The goal was to capture intimate, natural behaviors without the disruptive presence of a human camera crew. The spy monkey, with its realistic fur and expressive eyes, was placed gently amongst the troop, and the langurs accepted it as a strange but harmless newcomer. The spy camera worked beautifully, capturing unprecedented scenes of langur life. But then, an accident. One of the real monkeys, perhaps in a moment of play, knocked the spy monkey from its perch. It fell to the ground, limp and unresponsive. To the film crew watching from a distance, it was a minor setback, but to the langurs, something profound and tragic had just occurred. They perceived the motionless spy camera not as an inanimate object, but as a real baby monkey that had tragically died. What followed was one of the most moving and unexpected moments ever filmed. The entire troop gathered around the body. They approached it slowly, tenderly touching its fur. One female gently cradled it, her face a mask of what looked unmistakably like grief. Others huddled together, embracing each other in gestures of comfort and shared sorrow. They were mourning. This extraordinary scene revealed a depth of emotion and social bonding we had perhaps underestimated. They were grieving for a robot, demonstrating that the capacity for empathy and loss is not an exclusively human trait. On the volcanic shores of the Galapagos Islands, a new generation of marine iguanas is about to face its first and greatest test. Hatching from their sandy nests, these tiny reptiles must make a perilous journey from the inland dunes to the relative safety of the sea, where their parents await. The journey is short, perhaps only 100 meters, but the path is fraught with danger, for these hatchlings emerge into a world that has been waiting for them, and it is hungry. The rocks and crevices are teeming with racer snakes. The first hatchling emerges, blinking in the bright equatorial sun. It pauses, sensing the danger. All around it, in the shadows, dozens of snakes lie in wait, their heads raised, tongues tasting the air. They are a silent, patient army. The iguana knows it must run. It explodes into a desperate sprint across the sand. Immediately, the landscape erupts into a terrifying, writhing mass. Snakes pour out from every crack, converging on the tiny reptile. It is a scene from a nightmare, a single, vulnerable creature being hunted by a seemingly endless legion of predators. The iguana runs for its life, its tiny legs pumping furiously. It dodges and weaves, a snake lunging here, another striking there. One snake managed to coil around it, and for a moment, all seems lost. The iguana is trapped, its struggle weakening. But with a final desperate surge of adrenaline, it squirms free and continues its frantic dash. It leaps across rocks, scrambling towards the safety of the higher ground by the sea. More snakes give chase, but the iguana, against all odds, finds a gap and scrambles to safety. leaving the seething knot of frustrated predators behind. It is a miraculous escape, a triumph of speed and sheer luck against overwhelming odds. The African savanna, a landscape ruled by powerful predators, where boundaries are drawn and defended with lethal force. Here, a lone male lion, known to us as Red, has strayed into enemy territory. He is a magnificent animal in the prime of his life, but today he is outnumbered. He finds himself surrounded by a clan of over 20 spotted hyenas. The hyenas, often misunderstood as mere scavengers, are formidable hunters in their own right, and in these numbers, they are more than a match for a single lion. Their eerie, whooping calls fill the air as they close in. The hyenas begin their attack, darting in from all sides. They are masters of harassment, nipping at the lion's flanks and hind legs, trying to wear him down, to exhaust him through a death of 1,000 cuts. Red roars in defiance, spinning and lashing out with his powerful paws. Each swipe could kill a hyena, but there are simply too many. For every one he repels, 2 more dart in. He is a king under siege, his strength and courage pitted against the relentless, overwhelming power of the mob. He is visibly tiring, his movements becoming slower, his roars more desperate. The hyenas sense their victory is near. They press their attack, becoming bolder, their bites more severe. Red is being driven to his knees. It seems this is the end for this proud male. But then a deep, resonant roar echoes across the plain. It is a sound of challenge and of allegiance. On the horizon, another male lion is running towards the melee. It is his coalition partner, Tatu. He has heard his brother's cries of distress and has come to his aid. The arrival of a second fresh lion completely changes the dynamic. The hyenas, their confidence broken, scatter and retreat. Red is saved. It is a powerful testament to the strength of alliances and loyalty in this unforgiving world. From the defiant stand of penguin chicks to the loyal charge of a lion, we have witnessed the raw, unfiltered essence of life on Earth. These 10 moments are more than just dramatic spectacles. They are profound lessons in survival, ingenuity, and emotion. They show us that the natural world is not a peaceful Eden, but a complex and often brutal theatre of existence where every day presents a new challenge. The will to live, to see another sunrise, to protect one's young is a force that drives behavior in the most astonishing and unexpected ways. These stories connect us to these animals on a deeper level. We feel the terror of the iguana, the desperation of the penguin, and the grief of the langur monkeys. This empathy is a powerful tool. It reminds us that these are not just characters in a documentary. They are fellow inhabitants of our planet, with complex lives and an intrinsic right to exist. Their struggles are a mirror to our own ancient past, a connection to the primal forces that have shaped all life, including our own. Their world is a precious, intricate tapestry, and we are inextricably woven into it. As we carry these images with us, let us remember the fragility and resilience they represent. The future of the lyrebird that sings of chainsaws and the hermit crabs that need our empty shells is intrinsically linked to our own actions. The greatest story of all is the one that is still unfolding, the story of our relationship with the natural world. It is our responsibility and our privilege to ensure that these epic moments and the incredible creatures that enact them will continue to grace our planet for generations to come.